India versus England. The Test series is over, so the red ball is gone. In comes the white ball for the T20 series. Now, who's going to open the batting with Rohit Sharma? And Iyer, will he take his place in the 11? And we'll have a look at a couple of the bowling options for India as well on Ask Hoggy on Hogg's Vlog. Okay, let's get right into it. First question, this is from Austin Dakuna. How you going, Austin? Thanks for joining me yet again. Should SURYAKUMar Yadav be selected ahead of Shreyas in the T20 series? He most certainly should. He made more 50s than Shreyas last year in the IPL, but he is more aggressive. He had a better strike rate. Also, he's a little bit more adventurous. He can hit the boundary 360 degrees. He can play your cover drives, the on drives, the pulls and cuts, but I like the way he uses his feet and plays the sweep against the spin, but also the ramp shots on both the leg and offside to the quicks. Very hard man to bowl to, and if he plays like that at international level, he'll put the pressure back on the bowlers and make it easier for his partner out the other end and the batsman to follow. Whereas Iyer, for me, is a little bit too one-dimensional. He's easy to bowl out, and that adds pressure in the middle order. You need someone who's adventurous and inventive. So get SURYAKUMar in there. And Shreyas Iyer, I'm sorry about that. You've had a wonderful start to your international career. You deserve your opportunity, but I just think you need that difference, or that point of difference out international cricket, and Kumar's got that. Okay, question 2, Atal Baral. According to you, who should open with Rohit, Rahul or Darwin? Now, if you're telling me a year ago, before last year's IPL, I would have gone with Rahul, but the way that Darwin batted this IPL, he knew that he was on his last legs. He was more aggressive, had a better strike rate than Rahul, and he also made 200s. Rahul only made 100. So for me, I think Darwin's a better fit. Plus, you have a left-handed, right-handed combination out the top of the order. So this will be Darwin's last opportunity. If he doesn't come up with the goods, Rahul will come in instead of Darwin. So Darwin, you better make the most of this opportunity. I'm probably a little bit tough on Rahul because his team in the IPL, they didn't really have a strong middle order or a consistent middle order, and he had to be a little bit more conservative and make sure that he batted through the innings because he didn't have that protection in the middle order to cover if things didn't come off for him playing a more aggressive brand out the top of the order. So Darwin comes in and opens with Rohit Sharma. Question number 3, technical Kanhia. Thanks very much for joining me, Kanhia. And the wind's coming and blowing my hair all over the shop. Player to watch out for in this series. There's 2 players that I want to watch out for. Axar Patel. How's he going to adapt back into T20 cricket after such a dominant Test series? Can he adapt to the flatter tracks at international level? That's one that I'll be looking at. And also, SURYAKUMar Yadav. He's an excitable character. I've played with him out Kolkata Knight Riders. I loved his company, one of my favourite teammates. Can he carry on what he does out the Mumbai Indians and play the same brand of cricket at international level? Does he have the courage to do that? And will he feel comfortable in that international environment? Will he adapt? They're the things that I like to see with young players. He's got the ability to succeed at international level. It's just a matter about belief. And if he takes off, well, international cricket's going to be better for it because he adds a little bit of flair with a bat. So those are the 2 players that I'll be looking for in this series. Okay, Nitin Kishore, he asked question 4. Again, Nitin, thanks very much for joining me. Okay, sorry about waving the camera around. Is it time for Ashwin to wear the Indian blues again, given he is in the form of his life and always has a good IPL? For me, the only thing with Ashwin keeping him out of this T20 team for India is his fielding. Yes, he's got a quality, well, he's brilliant with the ball. There's no doubt about that. With the bat, he can handle the bat and score quick runs, but running between the wickets, he's a little bit slow, and then he's slow in the field. So those 2 components are going to be the kryptonite for him to get back into this T20 team. But 50 over cricket, he should be the first spinner selected because it's a longer form of the game and he bowls 10 overs and you need those 10 quality overs. So for me, 50 overs, I'd find it hard to put him in the T20 team as much as I want to. So that's my answer with that one. Ayush Raj, he asked the fourth question. Ayush, how are you going? What should be the game plan for Team India to counter the destructive batting lineup of England? Well, for me, I think they go in there with 3 spinners, Sundar, Chahal and Axar Patel, and you've got Deepak Chahar and Kumar with the pace, and you've got Hardik Pandya as well with his all-round ability, with his medium pace as well. He's very handy in the middle overs. So I'd open up with Deepak Chahar with swing and Axar Patel with his left arm off spin against the 2 right-hand openers of Josh Buttler and Jason Roy. Remember that he can skid the ball on, they'll be playing for the turn, and he might get those bowled and LBWs early on in this T20 competition. In the middle overs, I'd bowl majority of spin with Washington Sundar, who's very good against the left-handed batsman, very tidy, and England have got a lot of left-handers in their middle order, and Chahal as well with his right-hand leg spin, and he's pretty dominant against left-arm batsmen as well. So you've got the left-handed batsman in the middle order covered, and then if you need be, with extra bit of pace, just a little bit of variety, you bowl some overs from Hardik Pandya, and then finish off with Kumar. You can utilise Axar Patel in the death overs as well with Chahal. So you've got death over bowling options, middle over bowling options to cover the left-handed batsman, and out the top, the swing bowling options to attack those right-handers. That's how I'd go about the bowling lineup for India going into this series against England. And all these batsmen against England, their kryptonite is spin. That's why I'd go in with the 3 spinners. That is a very, very good question, Ayush, and thanks for that. Right, what's my prediction about the series? This is from A.D. Oswald. Well, not having Bumrah, this is a big, big hole for India. And without Bumrah there, that's why I'd go with 3 spinners, especially against England. But we're playing out Ahmedabad again. England will have nightmares about that. And I think spin is going to play a big part on these particular wickets. So for me, I think India are going to go and win the series 4-1. Okay, remember, 5 games out Ahmedabad in this series. So it's going to be spin friendly. That's why I've gone for India. Now, thanks for all those questions. Thanks everyone for joining me. I'm just going to have one little statement about the test series. Just a little bit of a bonus out the back of the video here. Everyone's talking about the turning points of the series, the main plays in the series that turned it around for India. For me, the moment that Axar Patel got his first wicket, getting Joe Root out sweeping in that second test match in the first innings, turned the tide. Joe Root all of a sudden started to worry about the sweep shot, put it in the cupboard, didn't play it as much, and then the rest of the batting lineup started to worry as well and panic. That was the moment for me. Axar Patel getting out Joe Root, all of a sudden the plans of English batsmen against the spinners of India just changed dramatically, and they started playing from the crease rather than playing an aggressive style of cricket of using their feet and playing the sweep shots, which they'd been working on so hard over the last 4 years. He changed the game plan of the English batsman Axar Patel with that ball. That was the moment that defined England losing the series and India winning it. But anyway, guys, thanks very much for joining me on Hogg's vlog. We're going to do a lot of lives through this T20 series. I'm really enjoying the lives. Thank you very much for getting on board and joining me and supporting me. You know what to do. Get your mates down here as well. Let's have a little bit of fun with the T20 series, and hopefully we have a close encounter. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.